No, so yeah, contracts, clients, right? Phases. Like the same phases that I started are like and finished. We're waiting for the second phase, and because it's not there, and I'm a contractor and not a full time employee, they have no overhead line item on your timesheet, right? You have to fucking. The only way I can like claim money is to put it on an actual contract, and so since they don't have one that is working at the moment, and they made Edwin take all his PTO. Like I don't know if they're gonna be able to keep Edwin either, and they're gonna be fucked
I think
if
the lead
they
was
lose
still
that.
there.
Yeah, and Lee's the one kind of fucking the monkey up. You know what I'm saying?
I think Lee was
Really?
still
Oh,
there.
I liked Lee.
Yeah.
Well, Lee's kind of like a I don't, you know, bottom line. So I appreciate it too, right? Like I'm like I understand it. Like your
Right.
job's already in the red. You have two people on it, and they're not gonna get money, right? So how can you let me have some money on it too?
Yeah,
So
but in these times,
in these times,
These
sensitive
times.
all
times,
right.
right when the Mavs just fuck everything up in these times.
The end of that story is though that my finances are good. We're budgeted up. I'll be fine. Either way, they'll hire me back or I'll find a job. One or the other will happen before unemployment runs out. Damn sure of that. So, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
What you
Good
gonna
luck,
do?
man. Good
Yeah,
luck.
like I said, I'm learning the violin. We tore out a wall today. We put some rock bass down here. Out in, I got 9 puppies. If y'all need puppies, I got 9 puppies right now.
Jesus. What
You
kind of
should just
puppies are
run
they?
them all over like you did the last match.
I know, right? Rockwaller mixes. Some stray Rockwaller ended up over here, and we took care of it long enough for it to get pregnant by some other neighbor ass dog or stray dog. I don't fucking know.
I
So,
am starting officially on the 24th. I'm starting my 7th rolls in tech.
But you're starting
Seventh,
your what?
Seventh different
seventh,
roll.
seventh different rolls since tech.
Oh my
yeah.
god, damn. That's awesome, I
Yep,
guess. Is that good?
financial raises each time. Yeah, it's
Okay,
good.
well in that
It
case it's
sounds
good, yeah.
impressive.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's not looked negatively anymore to the before.
dude,
Yeah.
it really isn't.
They really
Like,
don't
it's the
give a
only
shit
way I
anymore.
could go up. It's the only way I could go up as fast as humanly possible. So,
Yeah.
And for people
Uh,
watching this in 5 years, Waco did not willingly run over his dogs. Okay, it was an accident. They ran underneath his
so
tires.
accident. It just happened a couple times, so it's funny.
He lives out in property, and dogs run around and do dumb shit, especially puppies.
That's funny.
Also, in case we're in any battle, I can't pull up shit. I mean, could you send me the link again?
Mhm.
Yeah, because I got it. But this computer's a piece of shit. So I doubt
Uh
I'll get Forge to work, but I'll probably
I'll
have to
put
pull the trigger and use some savings and finally get a computer.
I put it in
After all
Malnova
that,
in Discord. Okay. I think we have everyone. We
the
play
last thing I'll
our
say, Waco, go to local government, dude. They need you, bro. Like, you are meant to be there, man. It'd be such a fit for you, bro. Like, that's where I'm going back to. Like, I was in local government, left local government to go to corporate, went going back to local. They're paying me more money. Dude, you should definitely do it.
Oh no, he's muted. You're muted, Waco.
push to talk. He said, "I know." He's still talking to us.
Yeah, he's funny, man. Yeah, I get what he's saying, though. Exactly.
It's so funny. Okay. Let me play our recap music.
Recapture.
Okay. There was a bit of happenings last time. What happened last time?
We did the ritual, right? That was last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
What happened
basically
with the
saved
ritual?
all the frogs.
we did the actual Ning Ning ritual.
Mhm.
Basically, we let Cooker or whatever his name is, Crooker, whatever, let him run the show until it was obvious that he had no fucking idea what he was doing.
Yeah.
And then Halbjorn had the simulacrum frog come in and murder the king.
Uh-huh.
And jump into the bonfire with him and everything. And then we basically convinced all of them to go outside and celebrate the new king, and then we talked to Nang Nang.
Yeah, and what did Nang Nang have to say?
Really nothing. We just kind of like nothing.
Yeah, kind of the other trickster gods. They really don't have a lot to say.
We were like, yep. And she's like, okay, here's your tablet.
She's like, hell yeah. That's what I teach. Yeah, pretty much. She is like, I think that I've gotten the sense from a lot of these trickster gods that they don't super care about this whole tablet business. They're more so just kind of told, like, if someone comes asking for it, like, just give it to them, like they made it that far. So as soon as you bring it up, they just kind of hand it over and are like, well, that's shit I've been waiting for. So yeah, Nang Nang was like, hell yeah, you did it. And then gave you a tablet, and you were sent on your way. Probably the more exciting or dramatic thing to happen was with the Wanti prisoner that you took with you. So what happened with the group of y'all after you left Durungalung with the Wanti prisoner?
We debated for
Interrogation.
with him. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you interrogated him a little bit. What was some of the information that you pulled from him? What did
He
you
actually
learn?
gave us a lot. Like
He did.
said, he gave us information about their main city. Told us like pretty much anything we needed to know. Say that he was just going to be a guide for us if we let him live. Like saying that there were groups out to kill us.
Yeah. He and what was his main reasoning as to why he was so willing to work with the group of you? That was kind of important.
Because if he went back to the city, he would be seen as a traitor and killed.
Right, because of his party's humiliating defeat to the Grung, essentially going back to the Wanti would spell his death because he humiliated not only his party but the entire race as a whole. Big shame culture. So
honestly, you're right. Like, how do you lose to those guys?
Like the big red one wasn't even that scary. Like,
and so his reasoning basically was that I could either go back to the city, die, become an exile, and probably die in the jungle, or do anything I can to preserve my life by helping y'all. So yeah, he told you that he and other groups have been sent out into the jungles to try to find a group of adventurers that they know to be in Raptua that shouldn't be here. He explained that they don't necessarily know what they're looking for. It's not like they have like bounty posters, but it's pretty easy to run across a group like y'all and be like, well, you probably aren't supposed to be here. So that was one of the first big things that you learned from him. What some other pieces of information that he was able to give y'all?
He told us about
layout,
the fact that the temple is my mic fixed, by the way.
yeah,
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The fact that the temple is underground, possibly connected to the sewers.
Yeah, his knowledge of Kubazan's resting place is basically that in an act of superiority, they kind of built their city over the grave of a dead god. Which is pretty 1T if you think about it. Anything to show how superior they are to anyone else. So his best bet for getting y'all to Kubazan's final resting place would be to go through kind of a sewage or undercity, as the people of you as y'all would know it. He did tell y'all he doesn't really know where it is. It's kind of more of like a story place, not really like a physical location that they go to. But he has his best guesses as to how to get y'all there. And so, what did y'all decide to do with him as you continued forward?
We decided that we did not trust him, so we were going to turn him into... We were going to kill him and then
Mhm.
turn him into something else.
A Diamond Dragons classic.
Yes,
Yeah.
because we didn't trust him. So
Right.
Like just in
And-
case,
yeah.
you know, they would like, hey, we found the real traitors. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Because-
it worked out very well for us.
because
Insanely.
Thunder had inspiration whenever we first rolled and it ended up being a Wanti again.
Yeah.
The inspiration
Insanely
re-rolled
unlucky.
it into a Grog. How perfect.
Insanely crazy lucky. Yeah, so you now have traveling with you, if you would believe it, another little grung. Obviously with the mind of a veteran 1T, trapped in a small, cute little froggy body. And what are y'all's next steps? What do you plan on doing next?
Going to the sewers.
Yeah, you are heading to the main city, to their capital, Darzalar, in an effort to find Kubazan's resting place. Is there anything that anyone would like to add? Have any questions about?
What color is the frog?
He's red, right?
He's red.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So he's
a
like a little beefier than the other ones.
Yeah, he's
He's
kind
a
of a
fighter.
little warrior frog. That's kind of nice, I guess. Anything else? If there's nothing else,
think we're good.
then
I will
Let's-
say, I think the idea was right. We're gonna figure this out, but not go after the city. Right? We're gonna do the trickster god stuff and kind of get the fuck out. I think
That's
was
the goal.
implication or like what we were talking about. Okay.
Right.
We have limited time per the Archmage, so we don't want to overstay by trying to do other heroic acts. Basically, we're just trying to do what we
Oh,
need to do.
true. True.
Right.
He did encourage us to move fast because he is going to lead war.
yeah, that was a discussion that y'all had at the beginning. What is the Archmage's gambit here?
He's like launching the attack, and he's like very confident they're gonna lose, and
He's
so
drawing
like he's
Sauron's
really counting on
eye
us
to
to
look at him.
win.
So that we can sneak into Mordor. Into the
Oh,
fierce
plastic
battle.
Aragon.
Yeah. Essentially, yes. He is designing, and he has been adamant that this has kind of been his grand plan from the beginning. Is to launch as large of a force as they can at Grand City, to basically soak up all of the attention from Wanti that have kind of begin to sprawl out across the southern coast of Malnova to try and spread outwards, to bring them all back to Grand City, draw their attention out, stop them from trying to rebuild the gateway for at least a few days, giving the group of y'all time to finish your mission before they're able to reconnect the two parts of the Wanti Empire. Because if they discover what y'all are doing and have a connection in place, then they will, of course, as both the Earth Sign and the Servadae did, do everything they can to prevent the death of their totem animal. Yeah, it's kind of a Suicide Squad maneuver, but he trusts y'all. So
And we
time is
did
short.
kind of get like an insight just on how smart like the Wanti are, like just by talking to this guy just for a few minutes, like he discovered that we have a connection to the trickster gods, so they probably already have some type of suspicion that that's what we're after already, because he came to that conclusion very quickly.
That's a very good point. I think that this would definitely be the most, I don't want to say intimate, but the closest you've ever been to like a real conversation with a Wanti, like on a personal level almost. And yeah, I think that's actually a really good point, in that you've kind of been told for a while how cunning and smart the Wanti are, but it's different being told what they are and realizing it for yourself. And like you said, it took this Wanti all but a conversation to kind of begin to dissect what the group of you are trying to do. So it would be, I think, pressure, because because obviously if the single Wanti is figuring it out, then their war council is probably doing the same.
If the one that can get captured by frogs figured us out, then the war council might be a problem.
They might be a problem. Yeah, no, that's a really good point. And one last thing, and then we'll get into it. He also gave y'all a little bit of insight into, I guess, like your true enemy, I suppose. You of course know of the totem spirit, the serpent. But he also gave you insight into their like supreme leader that is in Darzalur. Kind of floated the idea of assassination, weighted that against time. Probably don't have the time unless he's like out on a parade on the street, but it just gave you a little more knowledge. Okay. If there's nothing else that anyone wants to add, then let's go ahead and head in. I'm gonna bring
I'd like to
y'all.
add that I feel a lot better today.
I'm so glad, Manny.
Oh yeah, you were sick, Manny.
Yeah, that is so good to
Yeah.
hear because we are actually going to kind of start with you.
Okay.
Oh, and one last thing. One last
Yeah.
very important detail. We learned that we only need 3 more trickster gods, not all 5 remaining, and Wongo doesn't count. So we're gonna have to pick 3 of the 4 here. I don't know if we mentioned that, but
That is a good point. A discussion will probably need to be had after you get Kubazans to figure out how you want to proceed. And like
Dave,
you.
Oh, I was just gonna mention, definitely not. I have no forge. I'm not gonna be able to. I got nothing.
Okay.
Just Discord on the phone.
No worries. If we need more from you, then we'll have someone share their screen and we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out like we always do. Okay. The group of you are kind of in travel mode as you are beginning to camp across the lakeland here. This area that you're in, kind of like I just described before, is at the confluence of a few great rivers. And the group of you, I think, would even be able to put together, as you study your map and the geography of Malatra, the name of the kind of inner region of Raptua, you would be able to put together that the river that you're walking along the banks of is probably the same river that you were at previously, the River Sessa, just much farther down it. And you would be able to see how the river has gained a lot of volume and a lot of speed, whereas the river farther up north, or I should say farther upriver, near Papazotl, was a little tight and not so flowing. Here it is a powerful river that is probably a good 60 feet across. You can see flowing in through the jungle are more smaller tributaries, and at this great confluence of rivers there rests many lakes, and as the group of you begin to continue to follow its banks north, you would see the rivers or those lakes become larger and larger in size. Additionally, as the group of you would continue to follow the banks to Darzalur, you would see that a lot of the area that you're walking upon now is slowly becoming kind of worked. Stone roads that have been slowly overgrown with jungle, maybe at one point where a village or a town once sat, that now lies abandoned for some reason or another. Perhaps ruins that even predate the Wanti civilization in this heartland of Raptua. And in fact, several places along this trail to the Grand City, no pun intended, you would find several rest stops in the shadows of buildings once past that no longer have any residents within them. It would almost be like trekking across Mexico in the southern jungles and taking a lunch break in the on the brickwork of a Mayan ruin And every now and then, even your Wanti guide, who is a Grung now, would be able to tell you whether or not the architecture here is of Wanti origin or even of something else, as the group of you kind of marvel at these lost ruins. And like I said, as you travel northward, these would become more and more of a common occurrence. They would become less buried in the jungles and more so help carve your path through the jungles. But I think that what you would find most apparent to you is the lack of Wanti society here. And this will be explained to you by your Grung Wanti comrade now, who would help explain to you that the Wanti society just functions differently than maybe the human or the elf or the dwarf societies. They don't really have towns or villages. They don't have small communities where they just live. The Wanti are too utilitarian for that. They don't live for luxury comforts or anything of the sort. It is simply what do they provide to the society. And the best way to provide to the society in exchange to their totem beast is in large congregations, like in large scale cities. And so they really don't have rural um, establishments, but instead only very urbanized centers where everything is easier, more productive, and more efficient. And so that might also answer the question as to the ruins that you are traveling through. The Wanti really don't care about them. They don't really have an appreciation for culture or art, so their buildings, even those of ruins, really hold no meaning to them because they are no longer useful. While you are passing through these jungles and these ruins, you would stop several times to rest. And Thunder, you would find that at each rest now that you take, you are visited by the same dream. What would once be slightly startling to you or cause you to wake up in the middle of the night unable to fall asleep again has now become more routine and has kind of lost its edge. In a way, you kind of have become to expect it every night. The blackness of void with the 7 glistening eyes coming forward and the voice of the great spider rumbling down to you. Do you remember what it says to you?
We're getting closer to what he misses most.
Yes, you're getting closer to what he misses most. And you would find that this great spider, who at first was intimidating and fearsome simply by its size alone, not to mention its lethality or its mannerism, the way that it speaks to you, it would slowly become less frightening to you as you encounter it more and more. You would find that the way that it speaks with you is becoming less demanding, and you would almost sense an air of pleading with each time that it visits you. And this night that the group of you are resting is no different. Halbjorn, you have set your alarms, as you always do, around the perimeter of your campfires. You are once again on the steps of a ruin. That kind of helps a little bit because it helps bank your perimeter. And on the other side is a small stream that is flowing down to the great river Seza once again. And you find yourself, Thunder, once again in your dream with the great spider. And at this rate, with it happening, it would almost be, I think, more. Is it this one?
Also, did anyone map black? Or is it just me?
Oh no, it's black.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it's
Just
different
you.
for anybody else.
That might just be you. It's just a picture of the jungles. Don't worry. Although, yeah. Let me fix your thingy real fast though.
Just refreshed. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. It says loading. Okay, there we go. Thank
Does it
you.
work now?
Yeah, I see the hexes.
Oh, interesting. I didn't change anything. Okay.
Thank you,
And
Morgan.
like like I said before, it's almost become expected for you to have this dream. And as the group settles down for the night, you do as well, and you close your eyes and fall asleep. And some numberless time later, it could have been hours, it could be minutes in the way that sleep kind of envelops you, you open your eyes once again to blackness. And just like every other time, this past week, what feels like weeks, slowly coming forth like stars in the night sky are the glistening eyes of the great spider. And once again, the spider opens its maw and its mandibles hang out and it says to you, "You are getting closer to what I miss most."
What is it?
And you can hear a pause, a reluctance, almost pain. I can't tell you. You have to figure out for yourself.
I know you're waiting for me too.
This time, a long pause. If you can realize what I miss most, then indeed I was. But until then, I do not know.
I put my palm on him to console him if he's being emotional.
And you can see where you place down your paw, it reveals light for you. Before, you have only ever really been able to see his eyes, the 7 eyes of a spider. And when you place your paw down on what you believe to be the spider, it just is. And your paw is in the middle of giant tarantula-like hairs. And you can see how immense this spider is. Yards long. In this small amount of illumination that your paw provides, you can't see the width of the leg. It just descends into darkness. But you can feel him. You can feel his heart beating. You can feel his vitality. And, most importantly, Thunder, you can feel his pain.
Yeah, I tried
And-
to.
Mhm.
I'll just try to, reassure him that everything's gonna be okay.
And the more time that you spend with this spider in this dream-like state, the more and more you would begin to see the spider not as a monstrous creature or even a dangerous creature, but more of a tragic creature. You don't know why. You don't know where this pain that it's feeling comes from. But you can definitely feel that this creature is tormented for some reason or another. And there's a long silence. And you watch as the great spider shifts its mandibles once again to speak. But the dream state is shattered when he does. There's like a great shift, as though like a giant wave rocks a tranquil ship on the ocean. And you lose your balance somewhat as everything kind of begins to collapse. The voice that comes from the spider isn't the spider's at all, but a different voice that you recognize. Thunder, where are we?
What?
And as soon as you hear the voice, what you see, the entire scene changes completely. And you are shook. The glass cracks as the entire dream state collapses. And you are now in front of the world tree, shimmering and extending outwards with its spectral branches.
Hello?
Thunder?
Yes?
Is that you?
Yes? Where are you?
Where are you? I can hear you, but I can't see you.
I'm in front of this beautiful blue spirit tree.
So am I.
I'm looking around.
And you try to look around, but nowhere around you do you see the Fearbulg, Grot. Thunder, are you
Yes.
sleeping right now?
I think. Yeah, I went to sleep and then I had my spider dream that I normally have now.
How often do you have it?
Been a handful of times now.
Thunder, how often?
Every other night or so.
Thunder. The same thing happened to me.
With the
But
spider?
no. No, of you.
What?
Every night. I sleep, and I am here at this tree, but I hear you. I hear what you are doing. I hear your group. It's like I am there, watching through a mirror. But I cannot see, I can only hear.
Are you stuck here?
Only in my dreams. What does this mean, Thunder?
You have a bell?
Hey, what?
A bell.
I could make one. I could
Oh, I
talk.
found this bell, and it brought me to this ethereal plane that we're currently in.
Is it only in your dreams?
No, I've been here before outside of my dreams. I can't even try to communicate with this tree because it hurts my brain.
I will have to talk to Yokizos about this. I have called to you before in my dreams, but you have never answered until now.
Where are you at currently?
Von Rieg. Well, I suppose I don't know, Thunder. A lot has been happening here. I feel as though, and his voice is completely cut off. And immediately the vision of the world tree is completely cut off from you, Thunder, because you are awoken. You are awoken by a hold please. You are awoken by a screeching alarm as the alarm spell goes off at the camp. And I think that the group of you would be awoken because Halbjorn's alarm spell is quite potent.
Yeah, it's like a ding 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 ding.
Yeah, and the group of you kind of all begin to rise from the ringing of this alarm spell.
I look at Hobgoblin just see what he's.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
looking
do.
around.
I mean, everyone can hear which direction it's coming from, right?
I don't know.
They all look to you, Hallbjorn, because you, of course, know your alarms that you set better than anyone.
Yeah,
And
I just
you would be
listen
able
for the
to.
direction of where it's coming from.
You know that you placed one in each cardinal direction, 4 alarms, north, south, east, and west, right? And you can hear that this is coming from the southern alarm.
Okay. I hop on my broom and I go check it out. In my nightcap.
No, I go assist him. I fly with him.
The two of you set out. How far away from the camp, Hallbjorn, would you be setting these alarms? I don't want to assume for you.
I don't think once we know the base camp's set up, like somewhere between 50 and 100 feet out. From
Okay,
the
yeah.
perimeter.
Yeah, we'll say maybe like 50 feet south, right? And so it wouldn't take too much flying for the group of you, I guess is what I'm saying. It's not like you're gonna have to go like super far.
Yeah, it's not like a
You
mile
would-
away.
Yeah, you would still be easily in vision of those of you at the camp, kind of watching the two of them head outwards into the dark jungle in the middle of the night. And as the alarm spell is still going off, it's a little spooky having to kind of push into this jungle with like alarms filling the air, you know?
And it's
But the two of
nighttime?
you are... Yeah, it's nighttime.
Okay,
It's
hold
like
on.
3 in the morning.
Where's it at? I do my dancing lights, my little lanterns.
Mm,
and
yeah,
they're like,
nice.
They're like spinning around me like they're in orbit around me as I fly. So they're like,
I like that.
say they're like 10-ish feet out from me, all 4 of them, and they're kind of like spinning around.
I like it. And it does help illuminate the jungle. It also casts weird shadows from the trees, and kind of, in some ways, makes it better, but in other ways, kind of makes it eerier, because now there's spooky shadows.
I can't see
But
shit in the dark, so.
Yeah, it's better than nothing. And the two of you wouldn't have to push very far. You would maybe have to go 30 feet away from the camp. It's, like I said, still easily within range of the others that are watching intently. And you would see pretty quickly the source of the alarm trigger. You would see standing upright, staring intently at the two of you, would be a large, beautiful in a way, a large stag. Its antlers kind of raised up in the sky, and your dancing light kind of casting thorny shadows from them as they rotate around you. And the stag looks directly at the lights, of course, frozen, as it's just watching.
Perfect. Deer in the lantern lights.
Deer in the dancing lights.
I call him the Stone Thunder. We might need you. There's a deer here.
Yeah,
That's it.
And I keep one of the lights, kind of like the one that was in front of me, that one stays.
Mhm.
And I'm going to send the others out, just kind of into the jungle to see if I can, just to illuminate some more of the forested area. Also, I guess
Sure.
during the update of 5.5e, I have dark vision. I didn't know I had that. So.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, now it's colored. Yeah, your other two dancing lights kind of push a little bit deeper into the darkness just to give you kind of a lighted area, right? As Thunder, what do you do to this request?
Yeah, I hear that, and I just like rush in there with my feline agility. And
yeah.
I was gonna say I slow down. Like I don't want to like quickly just appear out of nowhere and then like spook them. So I just
Mhm.
want to like stop within a certain distance and then walk up. And then,
Sure.
With Ring of Animal Influence, cast Speak to Animals.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that the deer, whenever it's kind of staring at the at the light source is definitely taking almost all of its attention. But as you approach Thunder, you would see that its gaze just very very quickly kind of darts then to you.
Hey, bud.
And you can see its nostrils flare slightly as it's just watching you in silence.
What you doing?
Y'all won't believe me, but somehow I didn't prepare for this.
What?
The deer.
ChatGPT. What did the deer say?
What do deer say? The deer flicks its ears at you, Thunder. In this moment, while its brain is turning, as to how to respond, I want for you to roll me a perception check as you just kind of take in the deer. And honestly, Ventus, you and Halbjorn, who are also here, can also do the same. All three of you would notice kind of as the light is like kind of rotating. I'm imagining it's not like moving anymore, but it's still rotating. The light rotates as well. And as it does so, you can see more clearly in its antlers. There are shadows being cast like within the antlers. Like there's like etchings or runes of some sort. They aren't just normal deer antlers. And
the antlers are supposed to be like that.
Yeah, that's not normal.
So you don't know?
Oh, you said if I know if runes are supposed to be within, if like it's normal for a stag to have runes in it.
Yeah, I was asking if the antlers are normal.
I not normal. Would I do a roll to know in actuality if it's like some special regional stag?
All
Sure,
stags
you can-
in Rap 2 have.
you can roll a nature check, why
Everyone
not?
knows that.
I didn't know that.
Huge.
Yeah, Thunder, you feel quite confident that no, they're naturally occurring. There are not like etchings or carvings in deer antlers.
You said it is naturally occurring?
It is not naturally occurring.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, obviously it's not naturally occurring. Obviously.
Obviously not normal.
And then I do cast Goodberry. I'm just like, it's okay. Cause like I'm still confused why he hasn't spoken to me.
And you would hear the deer kind of grunt back to you to answer you, but you would have to kind of shift your brain slightly, because at first the deer sounds like it's speaking gibberish. Maybe because it's in the dead of night that it takes you a moment to kind of understand even what it's saying. But you would realize that it speaking to you back not in common, but in Druidic.
Okay.
And it says it to you like almost like it's murmuring kind of it to itself. And it says this. And after it kind of growls this at you, it leaps back out into the jungle and runs away.
It wasn't translated for me, by the way.
Because you don't have a token here. I'll send it to you over Discord.
What does that mean?
And it runs off into the night.
Are you compromised?
What did it say?
And I look at the group, and I said, he said, it's in our blood, it's in our veins, it's in our blood, it's in our veins. We're still here.
That could mean a lot of stuff.
Hell, what the hell's that?
Yeah.
Didn't we already have something like this before?
Yeah, this seems familiar somehow.
I remember something
You gotta
about
rewatch.
it's in our blood, something similar to that.
No, the antlers too, right? Like the carved antlers.
Well, the last thing I remember about like rune carvings was with Asmodeus. Other than that, I don't really. I'm trying to recall.
You can roll an insight check. Oh yeah, that works.
Do I remember what said that something similar?
Jesus, you got that with an 8?
Yeah, get good, bro.
Yeah, the two of you would would remember kind of together that this is not the first time your alarm spell has been triggered by a deer. And the last time that it was, the deer also, it was a stag that had those words carved into its antlers. You were able to read them, Thunder.
The fuck?
Oh yeah, when we were in the Papazaddle's cave. Right?
Well, no,
like
the
right outside the temple thing.
Do they mean
What
like
about-
the Wan Chi? Like, are they getting black broth to the animals near them or something? Or is this something different, you think?
no, I thought the last time we had a deer, I thought it turned into. I thought that was the familiar. No, that was that weird creature that took
Didn't
us
we
to the
follow it last-
library, the death library.
Owl?
That's not
You're
what
right.
it
Oh,
is.
you're thinking about the one that's been stalking me. The owl with the.
Okay, yeah, that's not that one. When did we see that deer?
I kind of remember the deer. Didn't we follow it though? Did we not follow
I think it was before the bridge.
Do we trace it?
No, we chased the owl.
Dude, that dude's
chased
long gone.
Oh yeah, we followed the owl. Was it an owl? The owl was the library guardian. I don't think the
It
creature
wasn't,
was.
no. We
you've
rolled a
seen
check.
both.
It's a deer. We
Yeah.
remember a deer. Remember?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
remember.
swear I can remember somebody's talking about. Oh yeah, the antlers and carved up. When was that? Was that when you? Was that you, Thunder, with your father? Like the wreckage of the that forest or something?
Well,
Something.
every time like these stags appear, like I'm thinking of the Cervidae. Like that's what I'm thinking. But especially because like they were essentially, well, their stag was killed off. So when I read "We're still here," me as Thunder and Manny, I'm like, is it like letting me know that the Cervidae are still here?
But how would the
I don't know.
Cervidae send a message in Rap 2? They don't even know it exists.
Or do they?
We have a connection that goes past landmarks, bitch.
Azos, you rolled a history check.
Do I remember what we did with the deer? I'm rubbing my temples. I'm remembering.
The group of you are trying to kind of. I would like to imagine the group of you are back at the campsite, sitting around the campfire now. I'll change the music from suspenseful to thinking, as the mood has changed.
Okay.
I'm fixing the tiara in every position. I'm like, what do we do?
I get an antenna, like you're trying to get the best connection.
That's how that works.
Yeah, so as the group of you are sitting around the campfire and kind of putting your heads together, trying to recount every like nighttime occurrence that has happened to the group of you, because it happens more often than one might think. I like to think that y'all are kind of drawing in the sand, trying to track out your days and your interruptions. And you would be able to plot out 2 times before this that something has happened with a deer. One time, an alarm spell was triggered, kind of shortly after you arrived in Raptua. The alarm spell was triggered, and you saw the culprit being a stag that was watching the group of you. And then, Thunder, you had a second experience with a deer, where I believe you found a deer antler, and it had those words carved on it that were later. And now this is a third encounter with a stag in Raptua.
What does it mean, Basil?
I feel like I would save that antler. I came
Alright,
across an
crazy conspiracy theory time. What
Alright.
if the Yuan Ti have infected the Cervidae totem animal? And
Well, they
it's sending
killed
us a
the
message.
Cervidae totem.
Yeah,
Shit.
they kill every person that they turn into a Yuan Ti.
So you think they turned it?
That's just that's just
Already.
like that's like on the far list of possibilities over here. It's just like crazy shit. That's like could be happening.
And I would like for anyone that is, since y'all are having this conversation, I think it should be rewarded. Anyone that is proficient in history, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Lame. Who cares about history?
Can you check if I am, David?
I can.
I feel like you might be. Bio.
She
I might be. It'll probably be like a +3.
I
'Cause
have
I'm
it
not-
with disadvantage with the tiara.
Oh, she is.
No.
Let's
Let's
go.
Oh my gosh, and it crit.
The DM roll.
Oh, wait, let's
The
go.
2-second delay.
Needamos.
I'm gonna message it to you,
Fails, no
Waco, because I I want you to reveal it like from your own voice. You know what I mean?
It's always hard to read and see the thing. I can't push the button and read it, so I gotta memorize it whenever you send it.
I believe in you.
Okay, you don't need to see the game board right now.
You're muted.
But how do you push to talk, right? Like when you're
Just
off of
open,
it. Like
just
if
open
I'm.
your mic and then go to your DMs. You can read from there.
What do you mean open my mic?
I
Take it off,
don't
push
have
to
push to
talk.
talk.
That's a whole bunch of buttons too.
All right, I believe in you, Waco. You can do this. The
You're
group
really
of
Killing
you
the
are
moment here, Waco.
the group of you are talking and kind of like recounting the events, whereas Fail is sitting kind of quiet in thought until she comes to a realization, kind of based on everything else that y'all are saying. It's a conversation that the group of y'all had with a certain someone quite a while ago, whenever you maybe first arrived in Raptua.
Yeah, the Archmage, right? But I still don't. I mean, the Archmage told us about how the Cervidae were missing, like at least 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, I do remember that conversation. So the Cervidae are missing from Malnova.
Yeah, and we're getting these antlers saying they're still here, right? What did it say again?
It's in my blood, it's in my veins.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
Did it say we're or I'm?
Here. We're.
Do you think that they've been moved? They came to Raptua somehow?
But
Who?
why?
From the Yuan Ti. Maybe the Yuan Ti took them here or something.
Wait, we're talking about the Cervidae?
Cervidae.
Like I called it?
I mean,
Thunder's
it's
voice
starting to
cracked
seem
through the
that
jungle
way,
night.
right?
I'm looking around. Like I called it?
Thunder set off all of my
No one's
alarms
reacting.
at the same time.
What do
All
they
the
mean
alarms
by-
go off, birds
not
fly
that?
out from the jungle.
Good thing we're trying to be stealthy.
Yukitos would have got it. I don't know about this Hobbjord.
Hey, I'm a professor at the Arcane College in Von Rieg, not in Raptua. Okay.
You're right.
And I have
No,
a
there's-
question for y'all. Is the Grung part of this conversation, or do y'all have him still in the hole?
I like to think if he's not guiding us, he's in the hole.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would think as well.
So at night times
Like
he's in
we'll
the
give
hole.
him food and water and stuff, but like he's not hanging out with
He's
us.
a frog now. He likes just chilling.
Okay, then he will not be part of this conversation.
And now, isn't
he
the
know?
hole full of
Mm.
sand or something, Drew?
No.
No. Oh, it's
Body
just full
part.
of gold and body parts.
Beer.
Yeah, gold and body parts. Yeah.
Okay.
What more
I mean,
could a
that-
Goliath want?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, that's probably better than
sounds
sand
pretty
a
sweet to
frog,
me,
so-
dude. Just saying. Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
cast good berry, so I will drop like a good berry in the hole for him.
You just hear it kind of like a far echoey distance away. Ow!
He licks his eyeball. Okay, well, we obviously don't have all the pieces to the puzzle yet, but I guess.
Yeah, keep an eye out for all the. Keep thinking on it for sure, though.
Should we alert the Archmage to have the people over in Long Rest to keep an eye out for? I don't know. Maybe the Servadae are over there and they're being hidden or held captive somewhere.
Thunder, don't you know a ritual to commune with the Servadae?
No, we just did a party, a dance, and I started doing the dance.
Maybe
He
you
didn't
should do
even
the
do
dance
anything. He
now.
just like woke up from his dream and danced with them.
Maybe we could
I'm getting some mud and I'm putting it on my body, David,
Mhm.
and I'm starting to do the dance.
I did think you're also singing the "Down, Down, Down by the River" song,
Yeah, I am.
because that was like playing when you did your dance.
Yeah, I'm fully reenacting the dance.
I join him.
I
That's
don't
beautiful.
tell them, but I prestidigitation some like little lights and shit to make it look like some magic happening, just to fuck with them, because I'm like, this isn't gonna work.
And yeah, the two of y'all kind of dance. There's some light going on. You're humming the song that's been in your head for months and months and months now. And yeah, you do the thing.
And the deer comes back?
And the deer comes back. No,
Yay.
the deer
What?
does not come back.
David.
Sorry. Is there anything else that the group of you would like to discuss during this nighttime camp session before you go back to bed?
I will mention that I saw Grot, or heard Grot.
Oh yeah.
Grot?
You should probably call
The
Yokizos
Fear Bowl?
and tell him about that.
Yeah. I was having my normal spider dream.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
of course. Yeah.
Wait,
And
Yeah.
has the group known that this is a normal spider dream for you?
I don't think so, but
I feel
like,
you told us that the dream has happened, but we didn't know it's like a.
yeah, I told him before, but not
Yeah,
like.
one time he woke
consecutive.
us up in the middle of the night to tell us that he had the dream about the spider, but that was it.
No, I woke y'all up in the middle of the night to let y'all know that I freed a Yanti zombie spirit.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
share
a lot of
the-
stuff's happening.
You share the spider dream with them again, and
Yeah.
what all do you share about the dream?
How he constantly lets me know that I'm getting close to what he misses most. How he's the hurt soul. He needs
And
help.
probably most
this
importantly,
is the guy
that
we met. This is the spider we met.
Yeah, this is the spider that was killing a lot of people.
and I think the most important takeaway is that you assume yourself to be the one that he's waiting for, but he can only know that you're the one he's waiting for if you can figure out what he misses most.
Yeah, it's a very fun riddle.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, after speaking with him, there was like some like shift, and then I got summoned to the base of the World Tree, right? The World Tree. Yeah.
Yep.
And I had a conversation with Grot. He couldn't see me. I couldn't see him. Apparently, he's been having dreams where he hears me, but this is the first time that we actually like communicated, and he's trying to get a hold of Yukizos. For a second, I thought he died or something, so I was kind of like sad.
What if the spider's trying to talk to Grot? But he can't talk to him
Maybe?
by any other means other than whatever this connection is.
I don't know.
How would he know
Possibly.
about that?
Can we teleport him over here?
Well,
Yeah.
neither of them know about it. That's the thing. I'm telling Thunder that maybe he's the conduit between Grot and the spider that need to talk.
I think I do teleport via plants with everyone that I know. It has to be like every other day, obviously. And we just show them the spider and let the spider decide if they're worthy. We'll
We're
start
kind of on a time crunch. Don't know if you're-
Huh.
But I get my stone out and I go, Yukizos? Yukizos.
Radio silence. It's the middle of the night. He's asleep.
We're on a different continent. He might be a different time zone.
You don't know
Yeah.
if the sun works the same here. There could be 8 suns. We don't
I was
fucking
actually
know.
thinking
What's
about
up-
that the
what's
other day. I think
Let me see. What role would it be to know?
Call him again. He
nature.
probably needs to know this.
Yeah, if only someone was proficient
Okay,
in nature.
he's on warships with the dwarves going out to fucking war right now.
yeah,
What time
you
zone is-
Thunder, you would realize that it probably is just as late for him. He's kind of more in a more westerly time zone, but still, it's 3 to 4 in the morning here, so it's probably 12 to 1 there. It's
I
still
scoff
late.
and I go, Yukizo has changed.
No, he hasn't. He's literally always slept.
And if there's nothing else, then I would think that the group of you don't feel any closer to unraveling this stag mystery, but at least you've talked about it, and that's something. As you begin to wind back down for the night. And in the morning, the group of you destroy the evidence of your camp. You throw your ashes of the campfire into the river, the stream that's kind of beside you, and you continue it forward. There's another day of really kind of non-important travel. As the group of you are getting slightly closer to Darzalor, however, you are having to move slower and stealthier, because as warned to you by your Grung friend, the closer that you get to the city, of course, you are at more risk of being found. You're still a good day's journey from the city as you wind closer, but the group of you kind of noticeably are taking a slower pace than you normally would, just to make sure that the path in front of you is safe and clear, as well as finding good stops for rest. And it would take you to the next night, where the group of you find another kind of set of old ruins to camp up against. You create a little campfire like you did the night before, and Halbjorn, you once again set up your alarms, and the group of you slide down into rest. And Thunder, as you do so, you would once again kind of brace yourself for whatever wacky-ass dreams are about to come, as you fall asleep with the rest of the group. And this time, you don't have any. Now, perhaps that happens because you were once again awoken in the middle of the night, as is the group of you. And Halbjorn, you would maybe even find yourself slightly annoyed to find one of your alarm spells going off again, ringing off into the jungle night.
Really considering just not putting alarms up and whatever happens, happens.
I
At this
sprint
point,
to the
fuck, I'm
direction of the
asleep.
alarm.
It sucks.
And you would find that once again, Halbjorn, it's your southern alarm that is going off.
Okay.
I run to the south.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'll go check it too.
I am fully prepared for when I see this deer, I am going to follow it.
And as the group of you kind of push once again about 30 feet or so away from the camp, you this time are maybe like a little less on edge, as you're kind of just expecting more deer to be triggering your alarm. It's now a little annoying. And lo and behold, once you push about 30 feet with your light, you can see once again casting kind of a ghostly sharp shadow are 2 deer, a stag and a doe, that are frozen watching the group of you. And as the small group of you kind of hear the alarm still signaling out into the jungle, the deer are motionless watching you.
I say in Druidic, it's in your blood, it's in your veins. You're still here.
I'm holding on to the edge of my broom, at the edge of my Nimbus 2001, and I'm ready to just bolt
Not the
off.
3000?
It hasn't been
You have the
invented
firebolt?
yet. Hasn't been invented. And I'm ready to bolt off to chase this deer.
Sure. Yeah, the group of you kind of watch closely as the deer listen. And as you speak to them in Druidic, you can see both of their heads kind of flicker over to you, Thunder, as they take in the words that you say. And you can see that the stag kind of stamps his hoof. And for those of you at the camp, what are you doing? I'm assuming that you all also woke up, but you didn't go with them.
Yeah, kind of like last time, File's like ready to like run in there, but this time a little less. Just, I don't even have my shield. I just got the glaive standing there.
Sure.
I kind of like peek out of my hole, take a little look, jump right back in, and go to sleep.
I like that you're down there with the grung.
Yeah.
He's just tied up, dude.
He's just chilling on the wall like a tree frog.
Yeah, I like to think he's like chilling like a villain. He's like enjoying it maybe a little bit.
I was like, dude, they're gone. I can't catch them.
I like the idea of Gopher Aslos. As you kind of poke out, you look, nothing, you poke back down.
6 more weeks of winter.
Beautiful. And I would like for those of you that are remaining at the camp to, anyone that is proficient in perception, to roll me a check.
Not sure if I am, Dave.
Not me.
I'll take a look.
I'm not hitting my day.
You are, Fail. I'll roll for you.
Yikes.
Oh, that's...
Yeah,
Crit giveth, crit
it balances
taketh
out the
away.
crit. Yeah.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
I'm ready to go back to bed. It's done.
I like that. The group of you back at the 2 deer, you are holding on to your broom closely as Thunder, you kind of whisper to them in Druidic, and you can see that these deer are on high alert, and they kind of begin to stamp their hooves into the dirt, and they're letting out small like deer calls, that kind of weird deer sound, you know, that doesn't
No,
look like
can
it
you
should
do
come from a deer. What?
I said no. Can you do it?
I don't know. I don't know how to make it. It's a really
You hear it
weird.
every 5 seconds.
It's a really weird deer noise that I feel like is super specific to them. But they let that
Good
sound
vibe
out. Yeah, you can do a vibe check.
Or would it be animal handling?
I'll let you roll animal handling. Why not?
Don't let me!
We'll stick with your insight. The vibes are off. These deer are troubled. And they're not panicked, but very much on edge. And you can see that the 2 deer, as you kind of motion to get the vibe check, they they run forward, past the group of you three and kind of split and run back to your camp.
Yeah, I follow. I'm chasing.
The other two?
I'm with Thunder.
And Halbjorn?
Same.
I'm chasing the stag.
Yeah. And they would lead you back to your camp. And I'll open it up now to any of you that are proficient in perception to make a roll as the group of you are brought back to the camp. And as they run back to the camp, they kind of bring you almost to it. It's almost like they are leading you to your camp as they bring you back. Are any of you proficient in perception?
Not me.
Any of us?
No one?
Like any of us?
Everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all together now.
Damn it.
Nah, it's actually not bad. As you are brought back to the camp, the group of you at the camp would maybe be a little startled, maybe even stand up, as two deer kind of rush towards the camp. And you can see as they rush towards the camp, they kind of run around and past it, almost. And Halbjorn, in your confusion, you would kind of glance around, but you would see something that would massively catch your attention. You would see from the light of your campfire that is kind of wafting outwards, the shine in the darkness in like the ferns. You would see the shine, and the shine would be the shine of scales. You can see moving, slithering, one might say, kind of past in the darkness of the brush.
How big?
He didn't roll that well.
Like I see scales in the distance, right? As you say.
Mm-hmm. You would see something kind of moving,
Slithering.
and the light would be coming off of their scales.
I immediately bail from the chase and I shoot straight up and yell, "Wantier here!" to the party.
And when you do so, you are correct.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm in my hole.
Oh shit!
I'm not on the battlefield. I'm in the hole.
I'm vertically up.
I'm gonna throw the hole to the biggest Yanti I see. So you're just like instantly on him.
Well, I guess I got 20 feet up.
Okay. And yeah, the group of you would be able to see slowly emerging out from the brush are an entire like scouting party of Wanti.
More importantly, where are the deer?
The deer are gone. And I would like for anyone that is proficient in insight to roll me a check. And you, Thunder, even if you aren't.
What? Oh, that's
I am
perception.
rolling.
Why did I do insight?
Is this my mom?
It says insight to me.
Oh,
wow.
It's at the bottom. Okay.
The boys roll high.
Scroll.
Huge.
I read that one though. The group of you would almost kind of intuit maybe that perhaps that's what the deer were here to do in the first place, were to alarm you to this ambush. And with that, we are going to roll for initiative.
Oh shit! Roll it, David. Roll it for me.
Oh yeah.
Roll
Dude, giant coral snake looks cool. Whenever you hover over this guy's image at the bottom left, whatever the fuck that is cool.
Oh, nice.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Snake
Somebody
arms.
has streamers in.
You get the snake arms.
Some Stretch Armstrong bullshit.
Yeah.
Huge.
Is that what's his face from Street Fighter?
Okay, and I'll roll for you,
Dulcie?
Fael.
Dulcie, yeah.
The
David, how many are you fucking putting? What the fuck?
I believe in you, boys. You haven't had combat in a while.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh shit, that is a big party.
You asked for combat, guys.
And oh yeah, I'll roll for Fail.
Aslo.
Can somebody stream?
Aslos, get out of the hole!
Yeah, and I do imagine that I
It just peeks out
jump
again.
out. Just imagine I spit out with the hammer in hand.
And now, Aslos, I have an important
5?
question for you. Do you bring your grung friend with you?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
grung
I
at this
do.
point, or is he
With the
staying?
chair. Yeah, I grab him and I just throw him in the middle, like tied to the chair.
He's here.
He's our guy.
And he will also
dies
roll for initiative.
Oh my god.
He's so
No,
cute.
he's not gonna die.
Oh, he
And he got
crit!
top initiative. He jumped back in the hole.
Yo.
He's so cute.
Hold
He
up.
jumps
hold
back
up.
in the hole. Fuck this. No.
I did not sign up for this. Well, Aslos, actually, you're first. Okay.
How the
Perfect.
fuck did I roll so low?
Imagine
Yeah,
that
Can, I get
surprise.
can somebody stream?
Oh, we do need a stream for Waco.
I'd appreciate it. It'd be awesome.
It'd been awesome. I've been so cool.
All
I'd be
right.
like, what?
A little bit of combat to break up your role
Look at
play.
this Waco.
Aslos, we start with you.
All right.
Oh shit.
So, in the first of the Aslos, dude. So I'm gonna start off by raging. I imagine that rage looks a little bit different with Aslos. I imagine
Okay.
that he almost will light up like gold, like that kind of like gold that the hammer like kind of used, like in it from his eyes. And I'll start with. Hold on, what just come up?
I don't see any of the enemy. Is that just me?
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, so
Oh,
They might be away
okay.
from the.
darkness
Light.
is an element in this fight because they are deep
Gotcha.
in the jungle darkness.
Track.
So
It's a popcorn.
there are 2 things
What?
that can happen on this.
Okay.
Like, so first off, vitality surge. So when I rage, I instantly am gonna gain 10 or 15 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah.
And then it also, at the start of my turn and the rage is active, I give another creature 10 feet from me. So I'm going to go to Fail. So Fail, you're going to roll 3 d6s, and then you gain that as temporary hit points.
Damn.
You.
Whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Beautiful.
I'll roll that for you, Fail. 3d6.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you get 10 temporary HP. Not too shabby. And for
All
those
right.
of you that haven't, you are long rested.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
So I'll go ahead and do that for you, Fail.
For everyone.
And then give you that temporary hit points. 'Cause y'all been traveling for a couple days.
All right, and then it's going to get a little bit wild. So I'm going to use, well, okay, hold on. Can't use that yet. So, I'm learning. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That's what this is for. A lot of y'all have a lot of new things.
So I almost imagine that I'm going to like tap the like new like axe hammer on the grounds, and then I, in kind of a blink of the eye, and only like I imagine that only I can see the world tree like on it. I'm going to teleport amongst the tree, like with my way japping, and it's almost like I want it, like in my eyes, I'm like riding along the world tree, but I think almost
Okay.
for everybody else, I would just be like up here in front
Right.
of these 2, and
Yeah,
then
you kind of-
yeah. So give me 1 second. Again, there is a lot to this class.
guys, did you just see that? Aslos can teleport? How did he do that?
The Borvia plants?
Yeah,
Thunder,
but
he
you
has
can
a
do
cool
it
at the
without
pole.
plants. It's way
Yeah, he has
cooler.
his
No
spirit
plant
plants
necessary.
thunder.
Actually,
Yeah,
a world
so-
tree was necessary.
And then I imagine also like as I'm like getting to like wound up my hammer, this like like essentially roots are gonna come out. Did that
Okay.
not work properly.
Cool.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, so it's like 10 feet almost of roots are gonna come off the hammer, and I'm then gonna roll to attack on the one on my left.
Hell yeah. So let me read what this says. During your turn, when your reach is 10 feet greater with any melee weapon that has heavy or versatile, as the tendrils of the world tree extend from you. When you hit with such a weapon on your turn, you can activate the push or topple mastery property in addition to a different weapon mastery you're using with that weapon. Wow. Okay, cool.
You get 15 feet of reach with that? Shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
However,
For real.
not really. Like, I imagine just kind of the tendrils just are like off of it right now. I'm just gonna hit, like I'm just gonna hit the person next to me, and then I'm just gonna take another swing.
Okay. And that definitely does hit.
And
27?
then so 17, and then I'll actually attack the other one. I'm gonna go for kind of both at the same time.
Okay. $18. That hits.
Okay.
Weird to see
That'll be on the other one.
not getting like minimum 24s.
So I imagine I just like smack both, like as I
Right.
kind of go across.
And with each hit, you can kind of see the ghostly blue tendrils of the world tree kind of latching on for just a second before kind of disappearing off.
That's beautiful.
They are hit by the life tree. Okay, very cool. Very cool. That was a lot of cool stuff. And with that, it is our Grung Elite Warriors' turn.
Let's go.
It runs into
What?
fire.
What does he do?
Throws a rock.
He is going to rush forward because he's so brave. Actually, he can't see anything outside of this darkness. He doesn't have dark vision, so he kind of can't do anything.
Real quick, this I do not think was activated for me. The Greater Weapon Master. Would you be able to just like see if you can? Do I have to click that separately? Is that something that I have to do? Do you know?
I don't know. It looks like we might have. Oh, I see. There it rolled a 5.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I might
yeah.
have to click that. So I'll do that. I'll do that from now on.
Okay, I'll apply to this guy. 5.
Yeah, if you're able. Because it's just like permanent now. It's weird. So I'm still learning. Sorry.
I'll be able to make a change to your sheet as well that does this just as a permanent +5 whenever this is on. I think
I'll
can
roll it. I'll roll it from now on.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Grungy can't see anything. He's going to ready an action for whenever he can see an enemy, he's going to shoot with his short bow. But for right now, there's nothing. Fail. It's your turn.
Yeah, I believe I can't see anything probably.
Jacob, I'm going to give you ownership of Fail, so that way you can click. Oh, you already do.
Oh, I can't see what she sees. I can see what
Oh,
I
wait.
see. Not her.
I might be an idiot. Hold on.
I mean, I'm a human.
Try now.
Yes. Yeah, hold
Okay.
on. So you can see.
That's what you can see.
Okay, sweet beans. Yeah, so I see him. I see Azel's doing his thing, so I'll run up to that one that he's struck a couple.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oops.
hit trying with the
I was like, what?
trying. Oh, as I'm running up though, I will definitely bonus action get my Shield of the Baron out.
Okay.
And toss that out in front of me, and it just starts levitating as I'm still wielding my glaive in 2 hands again, and hit him. Yeah.
What does the Shield of the Baron do?
It's an animated shield. It floats.
It didn't affect your armor class, is why I asked.
Yeah, I'll change that.
Yeah, it should be +2.
Right. I'll change it
And
to
then
20.
what else did you do? So you did that, and then what else?
Attack with the Yanti. I think it's
Snake
called
bite.
something different now. Snake bite. Yeah.
Oh.
But man,
Wow.
Oh, that's quite the hit.
and an additional
You strike it.
1d6.
Yeah, and I would also do it's on its feet, right?
Yeah.
Although that
Yeah,
would-
I would do a trip attack for an extra D10 and take one of my superiorities away.
Um.
And it's a DC of something Dex.
Here. Yeah. I got you. Okay. He's immune to the poison, because he is a little sneaky boy. But for the strength throw, it failed. And so you trip it and knock it prone as it falls to its feet.
Okay, 2 advantage attacks until I kill it. 1 if necessary.
Oh, let me roll a d10 for the
yeah,
damage.
D10.
Yeah, like coming in,
Another
flicking
8.
through his kneecaps, and then once he's on the ground, stabbing hard, like as
Nice.
hard as I can.
Okay, and you get another
Tell it to roll with
attack.
advantage. How'd-
It'll be where it says attack in the chat. There's 2 arrows that point upwards. You just click that. If you hover over 26, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
you hit it for another 13. And then another
Oh, gosh.
11. You just impale it. You skewer it into the ground, and you can feel the body grow motionless as you kill the Wanti.
Oh yeah, I rip it out too. I get it out in the air and sling blood across and looking towards whatever else I can see.
Oh, yeah.
Splash
Into-
blood
Hell
is
yeah.
close.
Hell yeah. Jen, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. Like, how much cover would you say these trees are over here?
I would give you cover behind a big tree.
It is dark. Also.
It is dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna attempt to hide behind the tree to go into stealth.
Okay. Go and give me a stealth check.
And because I've only used half my movement, I get advantage.
Ooh, that's cool.
One second. Okay, yeah, there's Supreme Sneak.
Oh my god, okay. These 2 Wanti, or this Wanti and
Not
this
even
snake,
close.
are on high alert, and even despite that, you calmly, slowly walk into the brush and find the shadows as you lie low. You are now hiding.
And I shall wait.
And I think with your I think with cunning action you can do that as a bonus action.
Yes.
So you
So
can
I can
do
ready in action.
you could do a full action.
I don't
With,
really want to come out of stealth yet, so I
Okay,
think I'm
then
just
that's
gonna
fine.
ready in action that if anyone comes up on me, I'm just gonna interrupt them.
Okay. No worries. It is a giant coral snake's turn. And it is going to slither into view here and emerge from the brush as it rears up its giant head and comes down to bite you, Thunder.
Red touches yellow, kill a fellow. That dude's poisonous.
Venomous.
Thanks.
Shut up.
I like to imagine that all of that was actual. In character. I'm gonna assume a 20 hits, Thunder.
Yeah.
You take 8 piercing damage as the giant coral snake bites into your shoulder. And I'm also going to need a
Another
save
bite.
from you. I need a con saving throw.
I'll roll the con first, really quick, because it's right here.
Very nice.
And then the 8. Come on.
Why is it? Oh, times 1? Yeah. There we go.
Very nice. And that's the snake's turn. Up on the north side of the battle, another snake slithers forward and is going to attempt to attack Fail the exact same way as it rears its head and goes in for the bite. And I think a 22 would hit. Yeah. So you're going to take 7 damage. And I also am going to need... Well, actually, that didn't hurt you because of the temporary HP. You watch as tendrils of the world tree kind of poke up in front of you and take the bite from the snake. And you are left unaffected. But I do need a con save from you. And you pass it. Left unaffected.
Yeah.
Next. Yeah. Next is the Awanti priest that I don't think any of you can see, which is kind of funny. I guess not actually. It's funny to me.
Why is it funny?
And it's gonna cast Bless. And it's going to bless 3 creatures that it can see.
Can we tell they're blessed?
You just see like a soft white glow appear out in the jungle for a moment. Halbjorn, you have dark vision?
Yep.
Okay, let's actually give you that dark vision. How far is it?
120 feet, I think.
120 feet. Damn. That's some serious dark vision.
That's
Oh,
like old
shit.
people's eyes.
Oh no.
Yeah,
nice.
you see everything. You kind of turn your
What's up?
glasses and
What's
you're
up?
like, oh fuck.
Wipe the smudge off.
Yeah, they
Oh,
weren't
shit.
clean. Yeah, he
Wow.
cleans the glasses and now he sees.
You see a lot more than any of your compatriots. Okay, well, that's crazy.
I'll be okay.
This priest is going to kind of slither back into the shadows a slight bit, and it's now the Pitmaster's turn. The Pitmaster is going to...
Flip the brisket.
Man, I wish I could give inspiration. Like a demerit of inspiration.
I love barbecue. When I heard
It's going to use Mershok's Slumber, targeting 5 creatures that it can see within 60 feet of it. So it's going to target Aslos, Fail, this elite warrior, Grung, Thunder, and Halbjorn. I need a con save from all of you. I'll roll for the Grung.
Oh, con save.
I can't see him.
And Fael. Don't forget Fael.
Oh yeah,
go,
I'll roll for
Grung.
Fael. The Grung is constituted. Oh no, Thunder.
Alright, let me re-roll.
Uninspiration for you. Oh, you're
Damn,
so
that's a-
constituted, Halbjorn. Holy.
Health is the second most important stat.
Wow, no kidding. I didn't realize you had 18 con. Okay,
I
well,
realized
this
it
is...
either. I thought this would be
Well, this is unfortunate, Thunder. You're the only one to fall victim to this slumber, but you fall into a magical sleep and you are now unconscious for 10 minutes
Thunder! Thunder, no!
as
Are there
you
any
fall
conditions
prone.
that wake it up? It takes damage.
The snake's gonna eat me.
I think if you take damage, you wake up.
Then you can turn
Maybe.
to a dragon while he's eating you, and he'll fuck
The
you.
As I'm passing out, I say, I bet you won't bite me.
and you fall to the ground.
Famous last words.
You dum-dum. Let me check the Pitmaster, make sure there's nothing else I want to do. No. Okay. It is the Abomination's turn. The abomination is going to move forward. Oh, it can make it. It's going to emerge into the firelight, and it is
That picture is cool.
yeah, isn't it kind of neat?
He's gonna attack me. He's gonna go past Ventus, past Hogwarts, and hit me. The only thing that makes sense.
No, it's not gonna do that. It is going to use its multi-attack, and is going to make 2 bites onto Ventus. Does a 16 hit Ventus?
It
No.
does not.
Okay, and it's gonna go for 1 more bitey onto you.
That one does hit.
A 19 does, so you're going to take 25 damage as it sinks its fangs into you.
I'd like to use my. Where is this feature? I have a deflect energy feature that I want to use, but
Oh,
I'm trying to find it. I don't see it.
Hey, don't forget we have an additional attack against anything that's evil. Thanks to Shigambi.
Oh yeah, true.
And we should have something
I don't
from
have-
Nang Nang DM. Let you lead it.
Oh fuck.
yeah,
I
Nang
think
Nang's
the
something
thing is
about
he
it.
can't fall asleep. He can't get unconscious.
Can't fall asleep.
Yeah. He hates sleep. Wasn't his quote like "stay awake always" or something like that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it.
Hey, awake always. That's super funny.
Remember? you can't
Did
get
you
up first time.
did you find your thing, Ventus, or do you need help?
I did not find a thing, but I can just take the hit.
Okay, I'll let you look for it. And as the last part of its multi-attack, it is going to cast, or attempt to cast, Suggestion onto the Grung. Oh, but he is so wise.
Dude, this
That's
run.
That's that 1T spirit inside of him. He's a froggy on the outside.
He knows.
He
knows how to beat
him.
Stone
on the
cold
inside.
killer on the inside. Don't you ever forget it.
I'm incredibly impressed by this man already.
That's funny. Okay, with that, it is Halbjorn's turn.
I point out this direction and I say, there's a giant rock creature that way. The rest of the ambushing party is this way, and I point that direction behind the abomination. And then I bolt 30 feet over here.
Mhm.
And
I think he
I-
stepped on me.
I cast Illusory Dragon onto the top of the steps right here.
Hell yeah.
So it's sitting on top of like this mecha or whatever, and does its cone breath thing down.
Okay.
Do we see
Let
the
me,
dragon? Or is it?
Yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
too
Well,
dark?
you can't see it because it's in the pitch black, but
But you see it, Halbjorn.
it's so cool.
Yeah, and it takes its form as a dragon of the Underdark, a shadow dragon, as that's what you're from. That's your place. And it is going to roar out into the jungle night and breathe forward a cone of necrotic
Okay.
energy.
Any enemies that can see this have to succeed on the Wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Oh, when the illusion appears, any of your enemies that can see it. Okay, let me click on every token. Okay, this little guy down here cannot. The coral snakes cannot, because they don't have dark vision, and the golem cannot. Everything else can. Alright, I'm about to roll a lot of wisdom saves, and that is a high check.
And I get to choose the damage type. I'm gonna choose cold. Because I don't
Okay.
know, I feel like they're not gonna be...
Snakes
Fair.
hate cold.
Snakes hate cold.
True. Cold-blooded.
They're gonna pass out.
Their heart stopped!
Imagine passing out in a fight.
Jesus Christ, what is this?
Oh. What is this?
They all did that. I thought it was saying they all rolled crits. I was like, are you fucking serious?
That's funny. That's fine. I'm still rolling though. Still got more 1T to go through.
All of them.
They are
rolled
wise
above
boys
a
though.
fucking 13.
Man, imagine being the 1-1T that failed. Humiliating.
It's the one that's
Like to get
closest,
killed
so
by
it
his own men.
makes sense.
That is true though. He's taking the full brunt of this dragon, and he's scared shitless. He is frightened. The rest do pass, so they are not frightened of the illusory dragon, but they do still have to. So do they take damage right now?
So when you create the dragon, you choose a damage type. So it's cold.
At any point during its movement, you can cause it to exhale a blast of energy in a 60-foot cone. Okay, so I think as a bonus action on your turn, you can move the illusion up to 60 feet, and when you do that, it can breathe out its cone.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my bonus action. 'Cause I
Yeah.
haven't done one yet, so.
And he moves 5 feet,
I'll move him
and the
5 feet
cone is the
forward to hit
same.
this
Oh, okay, clever.
Yeah.
Okay, now, each creature in the cone must make an int saving throw, taking 7d6. So hold on for the damage roll just yet. I'm gonna roll int saves for all these guys.
Just in all fairness, they can use an action to determine if this is an illusion or not.
Good to know.
But I think all it does is they get advantage on the next saving throw. on the
Really?
saving throws against the breath. So they
Oh,
can
wow.
still take damage from it, even though they're like, yeah, that's definitely fake, but it still hurts them. It's like, what? That's why it's an 8th level spell.
Yeah, that's why it's 8th level. I'm rolling an advantage for some of these because some of them do have magic resistance.
Oops, close that out.
Which ones have magic resistance? Out of curiosity.
The
Some of them.
ones that I'm rolling twice for, pretty much all of them.
It tells you their names over there. You can kind of figure it out. I guess you can't see them all.
No, okay.
Oh shit, not this guy. He's not in the cone. Okay, so now go ahead and roll the damage, please.
500.
Oh, not the abomination. Okay, nice. So these front two take the full brunt of all of that cold damage, as well as this priest, who will have to check for their concentration now on their bless, and they fail. You break its concentration.
Hell yeah.
They are no longer being blessed.
Shitty priest.
Bad priest. And then the rest will take half damage. Okay. Anything else, Halbjorn?
No, that was my action bonus action. So.
Great. Next is the Jade Golem. The group of you will see emerging out from the darkness into the light a
What the
massive golem made from pure jade. This golem is kind of fashioned in the style of 1T. Its arms that come forward end in giant serpentine claws, or mouths, I should say, jaws, similar to some of the 1T Malicens, as it stomps forward. Boom, 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 just like that. And it actually can't reach you, Ventus. It tried, but it can't.
Ah.
Um,
I
but
just sighed though because it's another big thing coming at me.
yeah, it is another thing. However, so it can't use its full multi-attack, but it can use part of it. It is going to use its Call the Venom. And when it does this, it is going to attempt to use this on you, Ventus, and I'm going to need a con saving throw from you. And you are so constituted, you are unaffected, so you will not know what it does.
So
Do I
For
feel
now.
anything? Like, does he just roar at me, or?
It raises its little serpentine arms as they begin to look at you, and the eyes in the jade kind of begin to glow a deep green. But as you are unaffected, the glow goes away and he lowers them.
David, what is the art for Call of the Venom? Because it looks like a little poison penis.
I think it's supposed to be a little bone sticking in the acid, but it does the other way around, kind of. Whoopsie. Okay, it is this Malison's turn. It is going to try to run forward, but it can't reach. So it is also going to cast Suggestion onto the Grung.
Dude, they really want this grub.
They can tell it's a.
And he can only be strong for so long.
No.
They are going to suggest him to stop fighting. And so you watch as the Grung drops his weapon and just kind of stands there slack.
No, homeboy
This is the deciding
fight in
factor
the
if
first
we're gonna
place,
let
bro. If he's holding a weapon, he's still tied to the chair, dude. I did not untie him.
He sits in the chair.
Yeah, that's fine. He's still in the chair, dude.
That's funny. Ventus,
Okay.
it's your turn.
I think I'm missing 2 feats on my thing.
Oh.
I think I'm missing heightened focus, which like enhances all my other feats, and then I'm missing my deflect energy, which is like where my deflect missiles comes from.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Let me add those.
But I will use my bonus action to do my patient defense with the focus point. Then with the heightened focus.
I added heightened focus for you.
Okay, perfect. There it is. Heightened focus. Oh well, I used my my step to the wind,
Okay.
and then it should
Take the dash action.
Yeah, with heightened focus, it lets me pick up someone while
You're
I'm
right.
disengaging. So I would like
Yes.
I'd like to dash to Thunder
Oh shit.
and pick up Thunder, and then like use the rest of my dash to like run over here with Halbjorn and the Grung to safety.
Yeah. No,
I like
you
that.
absolutely can do that. You expend a focus point. It won't let me link it for some reason, but you expend a focus point, and you do your step of the wind as you dash forward as quickly as you can, and as you do so, you grab Thunder in the middle of it, who is magically unconscious due to his sleep, and you drag him alongside you, pulling him out of the reach of the giant coral snake.
And then in honor of Thunder, I will use my action. Oh, as I pass the snake, before I pick up Thunder, as I pass the snake, I use the winged helm of the Ibris to make an attack as I fly past them and pick up Thunder.
That's cool.
So I'm gonna hit him. I'm just gonna hit him with the
You grab Thunder and you just punch him.
Actually, I'll do that.
And then you can do an extra
with the
attack.
battle claws.
Yeah, you just do a slash against the snake. That definitely hits.
Let's go.
You tear into it and you watch scales fly as you slash into the snake. You just keep running.
And then for my actual action, I will use my Sacred Flame and attack the snake. That was attacking type.
Okay. The target must succeed on a Dex saving throw.
Damn it.
Successful.
But I tried to throw it like he would produce flame.
Oh, that little cat's so cute. Okay, very nice, very nice.
And that was my turn.
Okay. Next, it's the Mind Whisperer.
Not doing
As soon as his turn starts, David, I'm going to activate my reaction.
Branches of
So
the tree.
Anything within 30 feet of me, like, has to succeed on a strength saving throw. Otherwise, it's pulled within 5 feet of me and loses all its movement.
That's awesome. Oh, but
Barely.
it's successful. You watch as branches kind of begin to swarm at the ankles of this creature, and it kind of shoves it off as the spectral branches fade away into nothingness. That's a reaction. You can do that every turn. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Me likey. Okay. The Mind Whisperer is going to cast Hypnotic Pattern. And it's going to cast it right here.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, look at the heart.
Happy Valentine's.
Yeah. The pattern, oh my god. Halbjorn is not phased whatsoever. They create a twisting pattern of colors in a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and then vanishes. Each creature in the area who can see that pattern must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or have the Charmed condition for the duration. While charmed, the creature has the incapacitated condition and a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage, or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So Fael, I'll roll for you.
Indomitable. Roll it again.
Okay, let me take your Indomitable here. If you fail a saving throw, you can re-roll it with a bonus equal to your fighter level, currently 11. Wow.
That's crazy.
Did they buff that?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
because it
Yes,
used to
they
just be a
did.
Yeah, they
reroll.
buff that big.
That's so
Yeah.
OP.
Like,
Oh my god.
32,
32,
David.
baby.
Easy.
You pass.
Grung.
Yeah, this Grung's about to get fucked.
It's a mindfuck. It's okay.
You'll get reincarnated.
Oh, he
into something
passes!
different.
He passes. So I think the only and then Thunder, you're unconscious. So I think technically this does happen to you, but you're unconscious, so it kind of doesn't matter. Okay, in that case, Azos, you're the only one affected by this. You are charmed and incapacitated with a speed of 0 for the duration.
All right,
Which
until you
is
take damage.
A minute.
Wait, did
Or
Vintage
until you
punch
take
me?
damage.
I
What's
thought
that?
I didn't punch you. I picked up your
He
limp body
dragged you.
and I took you to safety.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Now
So
you're
wait, he
safe.
moved his body in a violent fashion to move him.
Yeah, I think he dropped me to the ground.
And this Mind Whisperer is going to use his action, or not his action, sorry, his movement speed to begin climbing up the steps of this ziggurat. So he's going to get about here. Half movement. Okay.
Crap. Is this too late? It's still his turn, right?
I guess very technically, but I was about to say, and he's done. And he's done.
What? Oh.
What?
What were you going to do?
Counterspell.
Oh, no, it would be too late for that. Oh.
Forgot I had that.
Thunder, it's your turn. I'm gonna double check to see if you can make any check against this. No. Until someone frees you.
I look at Thunder like, oh dang, I should have done something.
This nightmare
Should've
speaker
punched him.
I'm talking to the spider.
is frightened. And I think
good
this is just the frightened that disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's course, the fear is within line of sight, and it can't move closer. Okay.
Is
So it is
Thunder
going
having
to-
a spider dream right now?
That's a good question. We'll revisit that at the start of next session.
I like to think that they did, but it's like too long. Like the spider's like done talking and they're just hanging out, just like.
Yeah, a little awkward.
No, usually wake up by now.
What does it want to do? It is going to use it Invoke Nightmare. And it automatically rolled damage, which it shouldn't have done. But it's going to tap into the nightmares of one creature it can see within 60 feet and creates an illusory, immobile manifestation of the creature's deepest fears, visible only to that creature. It is going to do this to you, Ventus. So I need an intelligent saving throw.
Huge.
Oh, but you are a
Massive
smart
intellect.
boy. Massive, big, wrinkly brain. And nothing happens. You are successful.
So many
And that's
wrinkles,
its
it
turn?
might be smooth again.
Wow. It is this priest's turn, who is going to take a few steps forward and is going to cast Bless. And is going to bless the golem, the abomination, and this guy.
You know what? I got a couple of these at the end of the round. I don't want him to do that.
And you say no.
No.
And what does the counterspell look like?
I like to think I hold up my hand and I basically like suck the spell into like my magic.
Okay, yeah.
And I
The
absorb it.
magic begins to seep out, and you bring it forward into a small vacuum, as no one is hashtag blessed
And then
this
I
day.
exhale, and that's like
No,
the
it's-
release of the magic that's gone.
Nice. Okay, awesome. We will end here tonight, and we'll start next session at the top of round 2.
Beautimos.
Beautiful.
GG.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, I think so.
You
Thanks,
thwarted
David.
the ambush.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you, David. Thank you. GG's all.
Good set.
Good night, guys.
Great game, guys. Peace out.
Peace, peace.